Hi, I'm Jim Weston.
And I'm Eddie Wiswell.
And we are New England Drone Works. Today on our show, we have a very special show today. I have my grandson, who's 14 years old, and we're going to be talking about, none other than drones. I'm going to be testing his knowledge a little bit later on, but we're going to actually get you guys to know this guy. So welcome on the show. So, what kind of things are you into? What's your favorite thing to do? What do you like to do?
I mean, I just like playing video games.
Like, give me, for instance, what's your favorite video game?
Apex Legends.
Apex? Well, you say that like I know that.
Well.
Well? Alright. So, give us a brief synopsis of Apex Legends.
Okay. Apex Legends is a battle royale game that you could play with 2 other people, and you have to fight to be the last squad. You basically have to kill other enemies. You could loot their boxes. They have supplies that you could take for yourself, and like maybe a stock, extended mag that you need for your weapons to kill other enemies to be the last squad alive. And I don't know.
Like, give me an example of perhaps your favorite player. Who's your favorite player?
Bangalore.
All right, tell us about Bangalore.
Well, Bangalore is a professional soldier. She's actually comes from the Titanfall games. She's 39 years old. Her real name is Anita Williams. Sorry.
That's okay. All right, so tell me some of her abilities. What does she do? What can she do?
Okay, well, when she's spotted, like I said, if she's pinged as an enemy, she runs faster. She's like spotted, and she says spotted, and then she runs like faster than usual. And when she shoots her grenades, like smoke grenades, it makes this big cloud of smoke that blinds enemies and prevents her to be seen from the shots, like the guns.
Now, does that smoke cloud last a while? Is it limited?
A little bit. I mean, it probably lasts until the next smoke grenade you can use, because each time you use that tactical ability, it takes maybe 20 seconds to go away, and then you could use it again. It only gives you a certain time.
Okay. Now that pretty much is like a defensive weapon.
Yes.
But it's like a last line of defense type of thing if you want to try to escape a situation, right? Yes. But what does she do for an offensive type of thing? Does she have weapons? Does she have knives? Does she have laser eye beams or what?
She has this ability where she can launch airstrikes. Like, she throws this, flare at this location, and then that airstrike can come. There's these rockets that stick into the ground and then blow up.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And then
I might take up video games, who knows? So, all right, so tell me about the other players that are in the game. Like, give a name of another player. And what are their abilities in that game?
Pathfinder. Pathfinder is a forward scout. He uses grapples to get him some places where other characters can't. And
what if he's pinged? What does he do?
He's a robot. He's a robot, actually. He's what they call a Martian, I think it's called. And they are actually built in the Titanfall games for I think construction. I don't know, but
so they're like a construction robot.
Yeah, I think so.
So did this guy go rogue or something like that? No, he's a battle bot, or
originally he's actually trying to look for his creator.
Oh, because everybody does that. Mm-hmm. Okay, so give us an example of another player.
Mirage. He's popular. He's like he confuses people a little bit. He's popular out of the Apex games, in another world. But if he's in the Apex games, he's hardcore on other people. He's confusing. He uses decoys, launches his decoys somewhere else. He's
tell us what a decoy is.
It's like a hologram of himself.
Okay, so I get it.
And then
that's his magic power right there. So if he magic power. You like where I went with that? So if he's pinged,
Yes.
he just puts an astral projection of himself over here, a hologram.
That's the
of
thing.
himself.
That's the thing. Not all characters can do that. Mirage, if he's pinged, then that'll just. I think he'll just say the same, spotted, and what he does, his ultimate, which is what I was talking about earlier for Bangalore, is he uses like this clock thing for him. Like he makes himself invisible, pretty much.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. And it's pretty cool, actually, because it confuses the heck out of me when I play Bangalore and I try to escape from him. But, yeah. So.
But every one of the characters has an ability to, like, fight back or shoot you, or what do the players do to try to eliminate you as your character? Okay,
Yeah.
so your character.
Bangalore, yeah.
So Bangalore, what kind of...
If people were trying to shoot me, like, they would have to... Like, okay, for example, the health. There's 200 health. If you were to get a purple and gold body shield, that would be 200 health. If you were to get a white body shield, that would be 150. Now, and
these health things, you can find them in various locations on the map.
various locations. And there's hotspots, they call it, where hotspots have the best loot. They have the best guns, like a 50 cal. Well, no, I can't say a 50 cal because they're drop guns and stuff. But, I mean, yeah, so they have good loot. They have gold armor, purple armor. But some, you just go into this place and then find no gun, no body armor, and then die instantly without a body shield.
You know what I did when I was 14? I ate dirt. It's amazing. All right, so... But this is the thing that 14-year-olds are into nowadays, right? So, like, playing video games. Actually, that's been the ongoing thing for, like, the last 10, 15 years is video games. And I remember when video games came out in my era.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's going to make fun of me next, I know. It was Pong.
Yeah, I played it before.
It was like Pong tennis, okay? But then again,
Which actually I know a lot more about than you think.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you do. I mean, a lot of these gamers are coming out with the retro stuff.
Yeah.
And like from the Sega Genesis, the original Nintendo, that comes from my era right there. When I say my era, that was back when I was in my early 20s. So I kind of put an age on me right there. But our legitimate reason for being on today is drones.
Yeah, we're just talking about ourselves. You know?
I know, but see, that's how things are. But that's okay, because I wanted to actually lay the foundation of the show with what he knows that is what is normal in his world, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I of course, me as an old guy, I don't always support. Being on video games for 5, 6, 7, 8 hours.
But that's the thing. I'm not as addicted as video games than you think. I like sports. I like playing basketball. Actually, did you know the best thing that I like to do is swim? That's the best ever.
But do you get to swim in the summertime or the wintertime?
I go to swim anytime I want. I have a membership at the UNM. I'm a child.
Oh, okay, awesome. My alma mater. Okay, so. Drones. What do you know about drones?
Well, I know how to crash them.
Okay. As most people do. There's nothing wrong with that. People have to start somewhere, and that was actually a perfect answer. I'm flabbergasted by that answer. That was not staged or rehearsed at all, by the way, just to let you guys know. But most people are, and I do have a business partner. He's good at crashing drones too. His call sign is Goose. So this is the reason why New England Drone Works is starting up their Part 107 school for the FAA written test. Starting on March 7th, and it goes March 7th to March 8th. From 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and we're looking for people to sign up for the class. It's $350, and you can go ahead and write to this web address right here above my head, and we'll go ahead and send you all the details you need to know in order to sign up for the class. So also, if you wanted to, you can also call us at this number right here, right? Yeah, right here. And then we'll give you all the information right over the phone. And we can even take your registration. We want to make sure that you are committed to doing this, okay? And it will be from 9 to 5 on Saturday and Sunday. By the time you walk out of here on Sunday, you will have the confidence to take that test with no problem at all. And we will probably shamelessly recruit you to work for us as well as become part of our search and rescue team for Maine All-Terrain Search and Rescue. Because we are looking for pilots. We have all the equipment, we have all of the drones and everything, we just need more pilots. So, what about you? You think you might want to take the school?
Maybe. Well, because, like I said, all I know is how to crash them, and I will be able to get that chance to learn how to fly them properly instead of flying into bushes.
So what did you learn to fly on?
I learned to fly on like these small but starter drones. They weren't that expensive, but they were still as good as some drones. But
they were fun to play with, though, right?
Yeah, they were fun.
Were they easy or hard to control?
That's the thing. It was like hard, because once you would go straight with them, I had a hard time turning left because it went like angled like this way and then angled like that way, and I was like confused. I don't understand. But for you drone users, you're probably looking at me like how does this kid not know how to use a drone properly?
Well, that's okay, because there's a lot of kids out there that don't know how to use drones properly either. And that's okay, because that's another reason why we have the school. And you're going to learn all about drones. You're going to learn all the components of the drone. For instance, this one right here, this is a DJI, shameless name drop. This is the Mavic Mini. We bought this one right here so that we could do a lot of indoor shots with it, because this one right here has a weight of 249 grams, which is under the weight of, as a hobbyist, you don't need to register this on the FAA Drone Zone site. We as commercial operators do have to register this on the FAA Drone Zone site because we use this to actually make money. The nice thing about this drone right here is it's compact, it's GPS stabilized, and it can fly indoors with a lot of ease. The one that I got right here is the Fly More package that actually has the propeller guards with it that I could put on that are optional. And the really nice thing about this drone that I like is the camera on it and the gimbal are two separate entities, but the camera itself is a 2.7K cinematic camera, so it shoots in wide 16 by 9, and we love having those type of shots to get, and the clarity on it is just unbelievable. So for those of you who have gotten like drones for Christmas that came from perhaps like Walmart or Amazon that are not professional drones such as this right here, we're also going to be covering those right there. Some of them do not have GPS lock. Like if you bring it out into the yard and you fire it up like Eddie did with his drones, they don't sit in one spot. Yours kind of drifted around.
It fell like a little bit, and then it kind of went one way, and I was like, "Stop moving! Stop moving!"
But a lot of people like to learn on those. That's how I learned, because if you learn on a drone like that, say if you go to Walmart, I probably wouldn't buy one that's under $50, but if you get one that's between $50 and $75 range, it's a really good one. It's probably going to last you a little bit more than a month if it doesn't want to fly home to China. Okay? And you'll do everything you can on the control pad to bring it back. Sometimes it won't. But it's a great one to learn on. Make sure that it doesn't have GPS lock, because what happens is, say I'm flying this right here, and this is what I learned on. If it's got the GPS stability control in this, and it stays in one spot when I set the controller down, what happens if I lose the GPS lock on this one right here? If I didn't have the experience of flying a drone without the GPS lock, I would probably never get this back. So yeah, a lot of people say, well, should I start off with a commercial drone that has the GPS stability? Some people probably should. Crash and burn here. He did get his experience on one that did not have GPS stability lock, so when he goes to fly a regular drone, one that does have a GPS lock and it does lose the GPS, he'll be able to fly it back. I have no problem with him flying any of my drones and bringing them back home, except over water. I don't even have the confidence for that, but then we'll get into that later on, because I do have water pontoons for my Phantom 4 Pro, and we'll be bringing those out in the next segment of our show. So we want to hear from you, okay? My grandson here, he's probably going to take to school, as I'm going to force him into it. But we also want to see you down here as well. So if you are interested in taking the course and everything, remember, go ahead and write to this web address, to this email address right here. You see it? Okay. Or if you want a one-on-one conversation, go ahead and call that number right there, and you'll probably be talking to me directly. So we look forward to having you come down here. We look forward to seeing you on our next show. And you have anything more to add, sir?
Nope.
All right. So you guys have an awesome day. I'm Jim Weston.
And I'm Eddie Wiswa.
And we are New England Drone Works. See you later.